Pranam, this is Rahul Kapoor Jain and welcome back to yet another episode of Jainism Simplified. Today we're going to talk about SEVA, the Jain Way. One of the most praiseworthy virtues of all time universally has been service to others. In the Indian tradition, we use a Sanskrit word called SEVA to explain this, which means selfless service without any thought of reward or expectation of any kind so that others benefit from it. Selfless service in Jain world too has a lot of significance. However, it is not a singular but a multifaceted concept. So let's take a plunge and understand this concept a little better. How can one explain the benefit of service or seva? Who serves whom and how? The Jain motto, Parasparo Pagraho Jivanam, encapsulates the Jaina understanding of seva. There are two translations for this beautiful aphorism. The secular, all life is bound together by mutual support and interdependence. The philosophical, souls render service to one another. Both the translations in their essence asserts mutual respect, assistance and interdependence of all lives. The phrase itself talks about the fact that service is not about no benefit, it is about mutual benefit. Benefits for the self. In the words of Bhagwan Mahavir, to kill any living being amounts to killing oneself. Compassion to others is compassion to one's own self. By the theory of karma, every action of mine has repercussions first on myself. For others, I am merely an instrumental cause, a deliverer of fruits of their own previously bound karmas. My every thought, word and bodily act attracts and binds karmic particles which when they will shed will give fruits. Thus seva by the Jain understanding is a conscious choice by a soul to engage in positive actions instead of negative ones. In this interconnected existence where we can be only deliverers to others of what is rightfully their own, seva is a desire that we may at all times and in all ways be only deliverers of the favorable, those that will take them closer to liberation. With every act of seva, there is increased purity of thought and feelings, and eventually personality. Seva is inspired by the desire that may my thought, word and act be towards discovering my own delusions, ignorance and adopted impurities. Seva by the Jain understanding implies not only service without any self-interest, but one performed with equanimity. Example, without revulsion, while serving a sick person, without discrimination, without judgment. Seva when done thus and performed gladly and without any motive for compensation, honor or position hugely helps in diminishing the ego. When serving a person suffering, hungry, lonely, the desire to do seva is not out of pity or sympathy, but one born of the recognition of a shared common suffering of bondage. To feed the hungry, nurse the sick, comfort the afflicted, clothe the naked, educate the illiterate is no longer from a feeling of superiority which says, I am the giver, but from the deep understanding that as souls we are all equal. Irrespective of the differences in physical form and mental capabilities ranging from the highest human beings to the lowliest living microorganism, all souls are equal in the potential and power. The sevak, one performing seva, realizes that all living beings have the same type of soul and feels a sense of amenity and fraternity for everyone. Benefit to others. Not only is seva good for the moral upliftment of the person performing the act of service, but also good for the community and world at large. Most Jains believe that ahimsa is not just about not doing harm, but also compassion. Seva for Jains is a form of ahimsa, working positively to promote tolerance, forgiveness and compassion, and to help those who are less fortunate. All life is important and all life deserves to live. Jain seva not only includes humans but all life. Jains have been at the forefront for advocating animal rights and also active in ecological initiatives to limit water and land abuse. There are many Panjra poles, which are shelter houses to save animals from slaughterhouse and to provide them nutrition, water and healthcare. Founded and run by Jains is a testament to their selfless seva. Jains are also one of the most philanthropic community of India, and either through monetary daan or physical seva run charitable hospitals, educational institutions, community centers, gaushalas, etc. Mutual benefit. The concept of selfless service in Jaina world is a little bit of a dichotomy, because on one hand, a person is selfless and has a desire to serve others without any expectation of any kind. On the other hand, he is selfish in the desire to serve others for his own spiritual development. And thus, seva is parasparo pagraho, or of mutual benefit, a collective benefit, help one's spiritual growth and at the same time contribute to the improvement of a community. Interestingly, maybe that it is what was truly implied by the term seva too. The meaning of the word seva is said to be embodied by the root words saha, meaning with that, and eva, meaning too, which together means together with. So this is the concept of seva, the Jain way, and that's Jainism simplified.